Mother's Day cards with Tombow. What you'll need are the dual brush pens that come in a brush and a fine tip point, paper, and the permanent adhesive. Now to start with, we're going to use the brush end and we just tap it down onto the paper and that creates the teardrop shape. Now two of them together makes a heart. Now you notice when I press down with the brush tip, the point is facing away from me, so I do hearts upside down. So we're putting it up to the front, and then with the fine tip, I'm going to add a little dot underneath the heart and a straight stem, turn the pen around, and add more teardrop strokes for the leaves. Now I also like to add a few little dots that are curls to make it look cute. And I do that with the fine tip. Now once you know how to do these basic strokes, we'll make a butterfly. So a little dot and a little curved line. And then we're going to use the dabbing technique and dab on a heart on the side and then another teardrop shape. Turn it around so it's easy for you to do. And then another set, and then you have a nice little butterfly. So what we're going to put some little feelers on the top with the fine tip, and then a little dotted flight path again with the fine tip. Okay, so let's do a panel. So again, I'm making my teardrop strokes into little hearts and just putting them onto the paper. Again, I do these upside down, just turn the paper around, and then next we're going to use the fine tip and we're going to put a little dot and a line on each of the hearts. So now we have little heart flowers, and then you're going to turn the pen around to the brush tip and add your leaves. Sometimes the leaves are attached to the stem, sometimes not. It doesn't matter. Just place them where you like. And then we're going to use the fine tip and add the little dotted curls. I call these aphids. You can call them anything you want, but it just adds a nice little detail to the card. Now if you're not sure about the dotted little curls, you can lightly with pencil draw them in first so that you have a little bit more confidence when you're doing it. So next we want to do some writing on the card. So I'm going to use the fine tip of the orange pen, and just in your best handwriting. Again, if you don't like to do your own handwriting, you can use a rubber stamp or even computer generate it onto the panel. And I'm just going to edge the card here, and I'm using a brush point at a 45-degree angle, and hold the piece of paper up while you do this, and there you go, a nice little framed panel. So we're ready to use the adhesive, and this is the permanent adhesive, and just make sure you're holding the applicator right side up. Make sure you can feel the ridges with your fingers. Apply the adhesive and then place it down and burnish it a little bit with your fingers to make sure it's really nice and stuck. So there you have your finished panel, and look at all the other things you can do once you know those basic strokes. So here's some other designs. Don't forget the envelopes and add a little flourish there as well.